Hello, this is James reporting for Eurovision Ireland here at EuroStarz 2017, and I'm here with tonight's host, Karl Lund. Karl, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much.
So, you've had quite a busy year, I think that's putting it mildly.
This is the first time I've sat down in all year, actually. Feels like it, anyway.
I know you've recently come back from the Caribbean.
You can see by my amazing tan, thank you. On a factor 50 from a ginger skin. I was working for Carnival Cruise Lines on a cruise ship for 7 months altogether as the front man of the rock band on the ship, which was really good experience. Just really allowed me to work on my craft every day, singing 6 nights a week, 3-4 hours a night. So it was a great experience, it really was.
And a new beach every day, according to Facebook. So that's
new beach every day. Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's been fantastic. Obviously, we know you took part in the national selection in 2016. Didn't get to go to Eurovision. Is that still one of your plans to go to Eurovision as an artist?
Thanks for reminding me of my failure.
Oh, sorry, we have to.
It was a great experience last year. I've been more delving into songwriting for other acts since then. I've written 2 songs for Martin Fitch's album, who, as we know, represented Poland in 2010 and was also in their national final this year. He's also a really good friend of mine. So he asked for 1 song initially, and that will be the opening song of his album. And then I wrote another song whilst I was on the ship, which has this sort of Spanishy Latin vibe, which was kind of inspired by all of the music that I was listening to around the islands I was performing on. He then came back to me and asked for a second song, and I said, I've just written this one, but I think I might keep it for me, because I quite like it, but I'll send it to you anyway and see what you think. And he said, please Karl, let me have it. And I said, okay, you record a version of it and I'll see what I think. Anyway, I gave it to him, and it's now going to be the first single of his album, hopefully, and he plans to record it in 4 different languages.
4 languages?
Yes, he's a very talented boy, on Martin. So I'll be interested to see what it's like. I think he's doing it in German, Polish, English, obviously. I'm not sure about the 4th language, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, well, we look forward to hearing that. That was very generous of you to give that song to him, especially if you wanted to save it for yourself.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to perform the song tonight, so in a way I'll be performing a cover of my own song, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, that'll get its first play tonight at EuroStarz, so hopefully people will like it. We'll see.
Excellent, world exclusive. That's fantastic. So, so you've been very busy, you've been doing the cruise, you've been working on songwriting and things. Would you ever consider going for Eurovision again, either as a songwriter or an artist, or is that still something that you're sort of striving towards? Yeah,
absolutely. I did submit a song this year for Eurovision, which I haven't really spoken about in great detail. I submitted it to Ireland, and I was working quite closely with Louis Walsh, who was really interested in the song. He wanted to make a few changes, so we were sending mixes back and forth. He didn't have the final say ultimately, as it was submitted to RTE, and they had the final say, but I really liked the song and I really believed in it, but I wasn't quite sure if Brendan was the right person to carry it. He had the range there, but I wasn't sure if he had the power, to be completely honest with you. It did get down to the final 5 for Ireland. I know the other songs were the winning songs, which was written by Jørgen Olafsson. He wrote most of Westlife's original songs, which is why he's got a close relationship with Louis Walsh. 3 of them were submitted by Diane Warren, who's iconic songwriter in her 60s, won Grammys, written for Aerosmith, Celine Dion, Lady Gaga more recently, and then there was mine. So it was really nice to be up against 2 really iconic songwriters, and it made me feel that I had something with that song. I then submitted it to Azerbaijan, and I think I got down to the final 3 for that. They offered me a fee for it, but they wanted to retain the rights for the song, so I wasn't quite prepared to do that, especially when Eurovision is watched by 220 million people worldwide. That could be a pretty penny in terms of royalties.
Very true.
And I don't do this for the money as such. As a songwriter, it'd be great to have hit records left, right and centre, but for that I just didn't feel it was the right thing to do, so I trusted my instinct and I kept hold of the song, and I actually really enjoyed the song that they ended up picking, which was Skeletons. which was quite an interesting performance as well. The horse head, yeah, the black horse.
So it was one of my favourite songs that year, and then when I saw the staging, it sort of took a few moments to sink in. It was like, what exactly am I watching here?
Yeah.
But definitely memorable.
Yeah, people were talking about it, so yeah, I think they got one place just above the UK as well, if I remember. I think 14th or 15th or something like that.
Yeah, it was around there.
Yeah.
So do you think she could have pulled off your song? You know, could you imagine your song being sung with, you know, chalkboards and horses' heads? And
Well, in my heart of hearts, I think that song would be for a male singer, but I think it would be nice to see how it would have, what it would have sounded like with a female singer like her. She had a great voice as well. I think she would have pulled it off. Yeah.
okay. And some technical things to get on with. So, just one last question we'll ask you. If you could have your pick, you know, all the countries that take part in Eurovision, you said, you know, you submitted a song for Azerbaijan, for Ireland. If you could just choose and say, right, I'm going to, you know, submit a song for here and it's going to go to Eurovision, who would you choose?
I would probably choose Denmark because my surname is Lund and that is of Danish descent. So I'd probably go with my very distant heritage, Denmark. A lot of people think my name is Swedish because Lund, you know, that is a place in Sweden. But yeah, I'd probably say Denmark.
Denmark, well, to be fair, you've got a better chance coming up higher on the scoreboard with Denmark than certain other countries we won't deliberately name. It'll hear us. Karl, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you perform tonight, and good luck with hosting.